Outrage is growing tonight after New York State authorities euthanized a local squirrel who became a social media star. As we first reported on Wednesday, the Department of Environmental Conservation seized Peanut the squirrel and a raccoon named Fred during an armed raid at Peanut's Freedom Farm in Pine City. This story made national headlines and is still today. Today we learned both animals were put down, and we learned that the Chemung County Health Department was also involved in this. Our 18 News investigative reporter Nick Dabina is here with more, including the emotional reaction from Peanut's owner. Nick.
Hey Jim, well, before publishing this story, we called Peanut's owner to ask if he had received any updates on Peanut's fate 2 days after the raid. Mark Longo said nobody told him his animals were put down. Now, we first reported on Peanut last year when Longo started Peanut's Freedom Farm in Pine City after rescuing Peanut 7 years ago. Longo said he found Peanut after his mother was hit by a car. He rehabbed Peanut and tried to release him into his backyard, but Peanut never developed the instincts to survive outside. Longo then let Peanut live inside of his home. Peanut racked up a combined 3 million followers on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Yesterday, Longo told us he was working on the necessary paperwork to legally own Peanut as an educational animal. He says, though, he was blindsided Wednesday morning when DEC agents served a search warrant at his home and took away Peanut. They also took away Fred the raccoon. The statement released to the media says, the Chemung County Department of Health and the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation are coordinating to ensure the protection of public health related to the illegal possession of wild animals that have the potential to carry the rabies virus. On October 30th, DEC said it seized a raccoon and squirrel sharing a residence with humans, creating the potential for human exposure to rabies. In addition, a person involved with the investigation was bitten by the squirrel. To test for rabies, both animals were euthanized. The animals are being tested for rabies, and anyone who has been in contact with these animals is strongly encouraged to consult with their physician. Longo says Fred the raccoon was being rehabilitated before being released back into the wild. In an Instagram post this afternoon, Longo and his wife held back tears as they announced Peanut's death.
Hi everyone. I don't know how I'm gonna say this. I just want to say thank you to all of you. Peanut was the best thing that ever happened to us. And we got confirmation that they put him down. I want to continue to fight this fight as much as I can. But we need all of you to come together and help us. Please continue to help us raise money for the ongoing legal battles and for our nonprofit so we can keep Peanut's name alive. Thank you all.
More than 31,000 people signed an online petition to save Peanut. A GoFundMe campaign has also raised more than $14,000. The campaign says the Longos are now, quote, committed in pursuing legal action against the DEC. Jim.
Nick, you and I reached out to several local lawmakers to try to see if they would have something to say to us about whether or not they were getting involved. A lot of it was crickets. Many weren't interested in saying much of anything.
That's right, Jim. We certainly tried. The only official to say anything so far is New York Congressman Nick Langworthy. He released actually a new statement within the last hour. Langworthy says he is now demanding answers after hearing from many angry constituents who called his office. This statement says, in part, the pet owner has not been afforded due process and now his pets are dead. This action comes today as reports have emerged of an illegal immigrant raping a 5-year-old on Long Island. This demonstrates the Hochul administration's deranged level of misguided priorities. In New York State, we have sanctuaries for illegal immigrants while innocent pets are killed. We reached out to Governor Hochul's office, but we did not hear back. New York Senator Chuck Schumer's office told us it had no comment because this was not a federal matter. We also left a message with Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, but our call was not returned. We also reached out to New York State Senator Tom O'Mara and the Chemung County Health Department. Our requests for comment were not returned. Jim.
Pretty apparent they don't want to say anything. And we just got some new information a little while ago from two friends of the Longo family. The DEC agents that did the raid did not wear body cameras, and they repeatedly questioned the Longos about whether there were any cameras in their home. We also got a copy of the search warrant. A Chemung County judge signed off on it. We're going to attempt to speak with him on Monday. I want to assure all of our viewers we'll keep fighting to get answers about all of this, and we'll post any new information on our website, mytwintears.com, and on our newscasts.